Anything else you wanted to say there before we let you go?
Nope, thank you very much.
God bless. Let's go to Scott calling from Hollister. Hi, Scott. How are you doing? You have a question for Bob?
Good, Dr. Stan. Yes, Bob, I had a quick question. I tuned in late, so it might have been already been asked. But if one were to have a mortgage loan through one of the banks that was up on the block, say Bank of America or something like that, that obviously is in trouble, what suggestion would you say that your best advice is try to refinance through a more soluble bank, or what would you suggest, sir?
Well, it doesn't make any difference who you're financed to, I don't think. And so if you can get a 4.5% or 5% 30-year fixed loan, take it, because the horizon is very, very small. And the long-term rates for both the 10s and the 30-year bonds and have moved up smartly. The short end has moved up a little bit, and I'm starting to see LIBOR starting to move up. And during the course of the year, that will continue. And so interest rates are going higher. So if you thought about refinancing, do it as soon as possible.
Okay, does that answer your question, Scott?
I think so, sir. Thank you, John.
God bless you. We'll be back. Our guest has been Bob Chapman. Well, Bob, what happened last week? We saw gold move up sharply. It was up sharply this morning. It seemed to have settled back. And the silver was up very strong. Why did they move up so strongly last week, especially at the end of the week?
Well, I think that, the power of the central banks to manipulate gold prices is waning. Each time they do it, it gets more difficult. They're using mostly derivatives to do it, although occasionally we see physical selling or lease selling. But most central banks that have gold, I think at this point really don't want to part with it. And so, and I don't know how much gold the U.S. has, maybe none. And so I think this move upward is going to be relentless. And I think this year we got a pretty good shot at 2,000, maybe even more, which means silver probably could go up to $35 or $50. And so people who are long gold and silver should stay there. Don't try to trade it. And people who are not in, please get in. It's the only way that you're going to be able to make money to offset the losses that you're going to take on just about everything else that you own.
All right, fine. Well, do you think that gold is going to move up smartly from here, or do you think maybe it'll fall back again?
No, maybe tomorrow and the next day, because options expiration is on Wednesday. There might be some weakness, but I would use it as a buying opportunity. Gold is acting like it really wants to go higher. We have a large short position, which I haven't seen yet for this past week. Actually, the week before. We get it on Friday. And the commercial shorts are extremely large. Not as large as they were before, but they're very high. And the commercials, which are the professionals, are getting killed in here. And they got to cover their shorts, because I don't think they believe now that the price is going back down again. So there's a big floor under there because of the commercial professional short position.
All right. What do you think of Hecla as a stock? Do you think that I know you like Anglo Eagle and Goldcorp, but what about Hecla? Is that a pretty good gold and silver play?
It's okay, but it's certainly not in my top group.
All right. So basically, Anglo Eagle and Goldcorp are your two top ones?
And then Silver Standard. I think in their categories, they're the best.
All right, fine. Well, I appreciate your being with us, Bob. We'll look forward to talking to you again next week.
Thank you very much, and have a good week.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, that was Bob Chapman. We'll be back here in just a moment.